Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be what's in my makeup bag for vacation. I am going to be traveling in a little bit, and whenever I try to pack my makeup bag when I know I'm going on vacation, I always say, Ashley, this time we're going to try to pack less than we did last time. You don't need a million bronzer shade, blush shades, highlighter shades, etc. So I really tried to stick true to it this time, and hopefully this isn't too many products because again, it's especially just like trying to locate things in your makeup bag. You don't want to have a million products. So I'm like, Ashley, we're just going to really try to consolidate here. So I wanted to share with you guys what I packed. But anyways, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button and the notification bell down below. And without further ado, if you guys like to see what's in my makeup bag for vacation, then just keep watching. First off, I'll just mention, I got this a while ago at maybe TJ Maxx or Marshall's. It's Betsy Johnson. So I have a whole bunch of different makeup bags, but since we're like in the spring going into summer, I thought that I would use this nice florally one with butterflies. So I don't know if I can find it, I will link it down below, but I like it because it's got the handle on top and it can fit a lot in it. Like, it can fit everything I need. Even my brushes can go into this, so I don't need to pack a separate bag for brushes and a separate bag for makeup, which I have done in the past. So everything can fit in here. So I'm not going to go through all the different brushes that I packed, so I'm not going to really mention them in this video. I'm just going to talk about the makeup that I packed. I'll try to go in somewhat of an order here. So we're going to start off with face products. So the primer that I'm going to bring is this Benefit Professional Primer. It's a really good one. This is the first time I've bought in a full-size one, so I am bringing this one. It's really nice at minimizing your pores and smoothing out your skin. So for foundation, you guys probably could have guessed this, I'm going to bring the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. Now this is the darkest shade that I do have. It's Desert Beige. I know I'm going to be laying out in the sun. I am going to be a little bit darker, so I can get away with this shade. So this is what I'm going to pack. I love this foundation too, you guys, if I haven't mentioned this already. I love the applicator. You can just brush it all over. You don't need to pour it out. You don't need to pump it on your face. You are in control of what you're putting on to your face. This blends out nice, and especially for photos, anything like that, you're not going to have the flashback because it doesn't have the SPF in it. So this is the foundation that I will be using. Now, if I do want to wear a foundation, or we'll go with BB cream that's got the SPF in it, I usually will wear this during the day if I'm outside and I do want to have a little bit color on my face. And I want some kind of coverage, but I still want to have some protection from the sun. This is a great one. I think I mentioned this before. This is the Maybelline Dream BB Fresh 8-in-1 Beauty Balm Skin Perfector, and that is a mouthful, by the way. This has SPF 30. I am in the shade Medium Deep. This is nice because it's just your skin, but a little bit better, and it gives you some coverage. It gives you a little bit of color as well. So this, like I said, this, because my face will look really pale, this will give me a little bit of color to kind of match the rest of my body, but it doesn't look like I have foundation on. So that's what I like about it. And even if I'm laying out in the sun for hours, it doesn't look cakey or anything. It really doesn't even look like I have anything on my skin. So this is great. I do like to bring a BB cream with me as well. And then for concealer, I'm actually, for vacation and for traveling, I wanted to go with a more lighter weight concealer. I didn't really want to have full coverage. Didn't want to have like the really bright under eyes. I wanted to have something that's more natural because I want to go more for that glow look. So I'm just going to go with the Maybelline Fit Me. I really like this. It's super affordable and it's just super lightweight. It looks really natural. I was debating on bringing, what is it, the L'Oreal Infallible, the new one. I mentioned it before too. That is like a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape, but I just feel like it's too much on the under eyes sometimes, especially like when you want to go for more of a natural look. This is it. So I'm going to go with this concealer for vacation, and this is in the shade Light, so I might actually want to bring the shade Sand because I think that's a step up from this one, because again, I will have a little bit more color on my face. So I did narrow it down to one setting powder. Usually I will bring two setting powders. I'll bring one for my under eye and I'll bring one for the rest of my face. Usually I'll bring like a banana shade for my under eyes, or a little bit lighter of a shade for my under eyes. But I really, again, I don't need to have like a super brightening effect, and I can use the same setting powder for my whole face. So I'm gonna go with this NYX HD one. I definitely need to get a new one, but this is just in their like translucent shade. I really like this setting powder, so this will do the trick. And it won't take away from, you know, my foundation, like the color of my foundation. It won't really do anything to it, make it lighter or anything. So that's why I liked it as well. So this is the setting powder that I'm going with. And then next we are going to get into bronzers. So Typically, especially if I'm going on vacation or in the warmer months, I don't really tend to contour my cheeks as much as I would any other time of the year. But I was like, in case I do want to contour my cheeks one day, or I do lately contour my nose, so I was gonna bring my, what is it, my NARS Duo. It's got Laguna and it's got Casino in it, but it's a little bit bigger and it's heavier. So I decided to just bring this Bahama Mama by the Balm, excuse me. I just decided to bring this. This is okay. I know a lot of people probably use this as a bronzer, but for me it's a little bit more cool tone, so I like to use this as a contour shade. Again, it's like really light and it's pretty small, so I was like, all right, I'll just pack this just in case I do feel like contouring. But for bronzer, I actually narrowed it down to one. I was going to bring two, you guys, but I'm like, all right, let's just narrow it down to one. So I'm gonna bring this nice like baked bronzer. It's the ambient lighting bronzer, and this is in the shade Luminous Bronze Light, excuse me. It's so beautiful, you guys. I love it. I love the reflexes in it. It gives you such a nice sheen, especially when you're outside and the sun hits your cheeks. It just looks so beautiful. I love the consistency of it too. It's got like a really creamy texture. It's not too drying. So for this trip, I am bringing this bronzer. I can't wait to use it. I've been loving this so far because this is a relatively new purchase for me. And then let's stick with blushes. So usually on vacation or traveling, I will bring the Tarte color wheel of blushes. I think I got it a couple years ago around the holidays, but that takes up a lot of room, and I did like it because it was, you know, a whole bunch of different shades, so I didn't need to pack a million blushes. But I'm like, let's just pick two shades that will bring and pack in. It'll take up a lot less room than that round palette. So I decided to pick these two shades, and it was hard, you guys. It was hard to consolidate to two shades to pick. So I went with, and they're both from the Balm again. This is Balm Springs, and then this is Down Boy. So this is what they look like. One is a little bit more on the pinky side, a little bit lighter, and then Balm Springs right here is a little bit darker. So I thought these two shades would be okay. I didn't need to pack a million. And again, these Balm products, they're just super lightweight, because something like this, for example, is heavy, and even like the NARS blushes, they're heavier. And again, that palette, if I did bring it, the Tarte one, it would have been a lot heavier. So these are lightweight. These should be fine for me to wear. For highlighter, I remember like last year or the year before, I ended up bringing like highlighter palettes. There's no need for me to bring a highlighter palette. I can just stick to one shade. And I actually had a little travel size of Becca's Opal, so this is what I'm going to bring. This is such a beautiful highlight, and I was going back and forth. Should I bring the Amrezy highlighter? Should I bring Ofra's Rodeo Dry? Those are like more gold toned, where this is more of a champagne tone, but I decided to go with this. I do like it again because it's very lightweight, it's very small, and won't take up a lot of room in my makeup bag. Now I'm going to move on to eyes. So for my eyebrows, this product, I'm always going to bring it no matter what because it's an everyday product for me. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Taupe, so I don't really need to say any more about that because that's the only product I use on my brows. And then some days I do like to do black liquid liner to kind of conceal my band if I'm doing lashes. Like today, I didn't do it. Some days I do, some days I don't. So I just wanted to make sure I included a black liner. I don't do winged liners. Again, I just kind of go along the base of where my lash, or the lash band meets my eyelid. And it does conceal the band sometimes, especially if you do kind of a sloppy job putting your lashes on. So I wanted to just bring a liner. This is, I think, the Wet n Wild Pro Line Felt Tip Liner. I like to use felt tip ones. So for mascara, I could have narrowed it down to one, but I've mentioned this before. I do like to use two, one for my upper and then one for my lower. So for the upper lashes, I love, especially if I'm not wearing lashes, I like the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. This just gives you a really nice wispy effect, and it doesn't really lengthen, but it gives you the volume and it makes them look really wispy and beautiful. Now for lengthening and separating, this is what I like to use on my lower lash line. This is the L'Oreal Telescopic. It's more precise. It's going to separate and kind of lengthen. So I like to use that on my lower lashes. So I am bringing two mascaras. I remember back in the day when I used to bring a couple eyeshadow palettes and I don't even know what I was thinking. So the last couple times that I've traveled, this is the one that I've been going with. It's the Tartelette and Bloom by Tarte. And this just has every shade I need. I really like it. I can create a smoky eye. It's got mattes. It's got shimmers. So this is what I'm going with. I like it too because it's not that rectangular shape that sometimes I have a hard time fitting in makeup bags. This takes up very minimal room and it's got enough shades for me to create any look that I want. So I am going to go with this one. And then for lashes, I am going to bring this whole thing. So this is going to take up a lot of room. I probably could get away with taking a few less pairs, but I probably just, you know, it's very light. So I am bringing the Kiss number 11 lashes. I'm actually wearing these today. I've mentioned this in a million videos. I love them. I love them because they look like your lashes, but better, and they're super wispy. So definitely bringing these ones. And also I like to bring a black liner to kind of line my waterline if I feel like kind of smoking it up like I do today. I don't go all the way around. I go like halfway. So I do like to bring a black liner with me. And moving on to the lips, sometimes I remember way back in the day, I used to bring like a million lip colors with me. There was no reason for it. I am a neutral nude type of person. So I picked I like to bring a lip liner. This one's kind of small, but it'll still last me through this vacation. This is MAC Soar Lip Liner. I do have to sharpen it though before I leave. And then I decided to go with 2 liquid lipsticks. So, and these, they're almost very similar in color. These are the Bombs Meet Matte Hues. I love these. These are my favorite formula for liquid lipsticks, surprisingly, because these don't get a lot of hype, but I love them. They're not sticky. I'm actually wearing, this is in the shade Committed. This is what I have on my lips today. And then in a lot of my other videos, I get a lot of people asking me what color I'm wearing. It's the shade Sincere. So these are 2 really great shades of liquid lipstick. And then sometimes if I want to do a gloss, or even if I just want to wear a gloss with no lipstick, this is a lip gloss from Pure. It's in the shade Focus. I think this is their like Ray of Light collection. I'm not sure. I am wearing this today as well, and it smells really good. I like it too because it's got a little light. Do you see that? It's got a little light, and then it does have a mirror on the side. So this is what I will be bringing for gloss. You guys, so last but not least, have to go with the setting spray, you guys. Have to. This is a must, especially being in warmer weather. We want our makeup to stay, depending on how many hours we're going to have it on. So this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I've mentioned it in a million videos. So this always goes with me. I'm trying to find a little bit smaller of a bottle so I can just pour some in so I don't have to bring this big bottle. But if not, I'll just stick this in and I should still have enough room. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys bring in your makeup travel bag? Are any of these products what you pack? Or are there different products? Let me know. But anyways, that is it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.